Hey everybody, welcome back. This is MrHardcoreMode, where nothing's easy, bringing you a little update on Baldur's Gate 3, which is actually coming out pretty soon. I'm doing a little quick update on Baldur's Gate 3 because I am super excited with what's about to happen, and there's a lot of new updates that I'm really excited about. Naming one as Monk being a new class. That's right. We have a little bit of news about what's going on with Larian Studios right now. As of maybe 30 minutes from now, Larian Studios has a little update for all of us, and I will actually show it to you right now. Let me go ahead and show you right now. Okay. Right now, things are going a little bit crazy with how Larian Studios is doing things right now. They released 2 bits of information, which is absolutely huge. And as people that already know my channel know that I'm super excited about Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate mythos in general, I am super excited to be stepping foot into what's going to be happening with Baldur's Gate 3 coming in August here. But they actually changed the date, but we'll get that into it just a second. Right now, Dragonborn, Half-Orc, and Monk are going to be in this game, Baldur's Gate 3. Dragonborn, Half-Orc, and a Monk walk into a tavern and spill the beans. In the community update number 20, Dragonborn, a half-orc, and a monk walk into a tavern. Things are going a little bit crazy because these are literally 3 things that everybody has asked for. Monk being a new class. So glad that's happening. Half-orc, Dragonborn was the highest class that's ever been, you know, wanting to be in the in Baldur's Gate. I believe there's also Dragonborn in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but I'm not quite sure. I know Half-Orc has. Half-Orc should be in here because Half-Orcs have been in Baldur's Gate games, but I don't remember Dragonborn. I think I'm thinking about Dragonborn in Solasta, because I know I made a Dragonborn character. But that's a different game, different thing. But anyway, there is a community update. Let's go ahead and boot it up right here. I am going to look at this first with all of you because I'm super excited. This week has seen to take the streets of the lower city as an amateur sleuth in the Blood in Baldur's Gate, a community murder mystery. This is the murder mystery that has been going on for maybe 3 or 4 weeks now, and everybody participates. You, me, you just go on there, you just read what's going on, and you're pretty much the super sleuth, and you try to figure out what's going on with the murders. You can succeed and you can fail. Of course, this is taking 15 years back from Baldur's Gate 3, from the beginning of Baldur's Gate 3. And I think it's really cool because everybody participates and everybody makes a decision, and it makes or breaks the whole entire little super sleuth thing. Maybe we might touch more on that. I think we want to wait until the very end because it's already started and I haven't been looking too much into it. I just think it's really cool. But anyway, they're going to keep digging, and it seems like there's going to be a new little update for the murder mystery in July 7th, so it's not quite done yet. In the meantime, it's time to talk about Baldur's Gate 3, but not as you know it. We're going to go in depth about some of the most anticipated details: races, classes. So we see you Control F Dragonborn, new origins, very good, and companion characters. Now, some of you might know, if you've already played Early Access, there are some certain companion characters that are hinted at that will be joining you later. We know the famous 5 that we already have. We have Will, we have Shadowheart, Lae'zel, Gale, and... No, did I get all 4? Was that 4? 1, 2. Wow, it was just 4. Where did the 5th one come? I think I'm counting the one skeleton dude. I think I am. But yeah, I guess there's going to be more companions. It only makes sense because there's going to be disapprovals and approvals when it comes to this game. So somebody's going to leave if you get too many disapprovals. I believe there's probably going to be a chance to hire some mercenaries, and I believe there might be actually more evil or chaotic characters, maybe along down the road. There's also going to be origin characters that are going to be companions like Minsk and Boo, and of course, Jaheira, from Baldur's Gate 1. Really cool for them to do that, by the way. And I think they're going to hint different companion characters because they've already hinted at the other ones that I just mentioned, but I would like to see some evil characters. You know what I mean? To complete the evil run that we all want to do. We know that all of you want to be a good boy in the beginning, but me, I'm going to be an asshole. But anyway, the official level cap, very, very important because that's been an ongoing debate with what's been going on. We can't tell if we're gonna stop at level 12 or 5. How can you mid-max? Can you dual class? Can you multi-class? Do you have to be an elf to multi-class? All these things we kind of like try to see what sort of, you know, what we can and can't do when it comes to leveling. New difficulty settings, yes, and much, much more. Okay, let's go down. Baldur's Gate 3 has been a game nearly 6 years in development. I think I went through like 2 or 3 jobs with this development. When Divinity Original Sin 2 launched, we were 120 people. Wow. Across a 3-year development, now we're 400 since releasing in early access. We have been joined in nearly 2 million of you. Together with your invaluable support, we've created a game that sorry, can't speak. I'm a little excited, and I just ate. Eclipses the depth and breadth of our previous RPGs. We've over doubled DOS2's 5 races, bringing 11 to life in BG3 and 31 sub-races. Nice. DOS2's 10 schools of spells is eclipsed by the 12 classes and 46 subclasses in BG3. There's going to be a lot of different characters. This is going to be some high quality streaming content because nobody's work is going to be the same. Nobody's character is going to be the same. Well, obviously there's going to be some caveats. But it's gonna change. You caused chaos with the 225 player spells and actions in DOS2, so just imagine the havoc you're about to unleash upon Faerun with the over 600 spells and actions, excluding upcasts in BG3. Characters in the DOS2 enjoyed 45 talents against BG3's 308 passive features. 308. Jeez, which are comparable to talents. I need to bring up something, just a little side thing. You know how we've all noticed that turn-based combat has been a niche, you know, lately? If Baldur's Gate 3 comes out and it's actually really good or flawless, really good or flawless, right between there, we might see a turn in turn-based combat when it comes to sales or marketing and that sort of thing. A lot of things want to be action-based. A lot of things want to be some different sort of video game development. Sorry, I can't speak. But if this goes well, a lot of people might be getting into turn-based combat. You might be seeing younger people get into this. A lot of young people, there's a lot of younger people that love turn-based combat, but not enough. It's still niche. There's a lot more where that came from, but this is already going to be a long one. We've been busy, we've grown, and so too has Baldur's Gate 3. Let's get into a little detail about what you can expect to see in the Panel from Hell release showcase, just in time for the release of the game on August 3rd for PC and September 6th for PlayStation 5. It's all right there, everybody. It's all right there. There's 2 reasons why I think that they might have done this, is because 1, August is thick with games. Real thick. Especially for people that want to play Starfield and other sort of games. There's also, you also got to think about Armored Core and Remnant 2, a lot of these different games. I know some of them are probably coming out earlier and some of them are coming out in August, but all these games will take up a lot of these players' times. And I'm sorry to say, but not everybody's going to finish their game in 1 week. Some of us normal folk, take a little bit longer with our video games. Even if a second game releases, we'll go and switch up. It varies on person to person, but sometimes a game really can hold a focus on somebody. So this is actually a smart plan that they're doing. So we will be releasing the game in order to platform readiness. Baldur's Gate 3 will first come to PC on August 3rd, before launching on PS5 a few weeks later on September 6th. Now, this kind of worries me, because I haven't heard anything about Xbox. I kind of wish I did, but you Xbox players will have to wait. It's going to happen, but it's going to take some time. This means the PC version of the Baldur's Gate 3 will be released at a time where you'll have more time to play it. The PS5 version will be released roughly a week later than its originally scheduled date of August 31st. Baldur's Gate 3 is targeting 60 frames per second. You hear that, AAA developers? You hear that? No, 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 no. Don't be. I know you developers like to be all like, well, if you think, change your engine. Unreal Engine 5 is out there. Just change your engine. Stop holding onto your engine. CD Projekt Red gave up their engine. They said, you know what? We should do better. Change your engine. Let's say, where did I leave off? That on the platform, but need a bit more extra time. We don't want to compromise on quality and feel it will be a shame to down scale to 30 frames per second or make other compromises to hit an arbitrary date. I love Larian Studios. That whole thing right there. I don't need to repeat it. You can see it right there if you want to. We understand that folks may be disappointed that about this, but we're close enough to reaching new heights for RPGs on the system that the benefits of a short delay outweigh the downsides of rushing on the PS5. Thank you. Even though I don't have a PS5, I'm super excited that the people on PS5 are going to get 60 frames on a game that's high quality. Surprise, surprise, I'm happy that people are enjoying things that I can't, I'm not on that same level. We understand the folks are disappointed. Yep. Some of the benefits, the short delay outweigh the downscales. Yep. And we'll update you as soon as we have a target. More of those new heights. Baldur's Gate 3 has more cinematic dialogue than 3 times all 3 Lord of the Ring novels combined. Actually, that makes sense, because if you think about it, the amount of choices in this game is staggering. I have seen the people that have worked on the dialogue and chaining everything depending on your decisions. These people in Larian Studios have bags under their eyes. I've seen it. One of them yawned during a freaking interview, and another one was like rubbing their eyes. I've seen it. They're like, man, I can't wait until this game comes out and everybody enjoys it, man. When was the last time that I've seen my kids? I don't know. Is little Timmy like 15 now? They're working hard. They even worked during the pandemic. That's insane. I keep thinking about that. Making it more twice the length of every season of Game of Thrones combined. Very well done. All the content serves to give you a tremendous amount of choice and consequence, ensuring everyone's adventure will be unique. And that, what's more, you'll be able to enjoy that content not only in single player, but also in online multiplayer or local co-op in split screen. At the Panel from Hell release showcase, you'll be really get a first glimpse of how it all comes together. I wonder if they'll do a Panel from Hell around the same time as the game officially launches. So I'm just thinking to myself, is it going to, Is it going to be a panel for him, and then they end the panel, and then the game comes out? Something like, I don't know. All the content serves to give you a tremendous amount of choice and consequence. Sure, yep, yep, yes. We've said before that our goal is to bring our games to as many platforms as possible. We're optimistic about Baldur's Gate 3 on the Xbox Series X, but in order to announce and release the game on Xbox, we need to ensure that the game is performing without compromise across the entire Xbox XS ecosystem. This makes sense because you don't want to just do 60 frames per second for PlayStation 5 and then Xbox is 30 frames per second. That would hurt them. That would be, it would just be a bad time for everybody. In multiplayer, in the split screen, we already put a lot of effort into making it work, and will continue to do so. Like with the PS5 version, we'll release it when it's ready. We'll update you as soon as we can. Now for something completely different. So what can you expect from the Baldur's Gate 3 when we launch this summer? Well, this'll be a long one. Look. Look at this badass. Yo, I was gonna be human. And then Larian Studios, the people that are playing as tieflings are gonna be like, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. I gotta play a Dragonborn now with a fucking big ass sword. How can I not? How can I not? Amazing, absolutely amazing. Gotta take it. Yo, I'm taking the picture, bro. I'm taking the picture. Moving on. That'll be a thumbnail. Or originally planned for level 10 to be the highest character level in the game. Oh yeah, that's right, level 10. I thought it was gonna be something else. Too many rad high levels spells would have been left just out of reach had we done so. Instead, Baldur's Gate 3 players will be able to reach level 12. Okay, yeah. That seems right. Unlocking planar allies, Otto's irresistible dance, and chain lightning. Everybody loves chain lightning. Races. Play as human if you want, but no means do you have to. Baldur's Gate 3 features 11 races with 31 sub-races. And now you can reveal Dragonborn and half-orcs will round out the list of races that will be playable at launch. Hailing from the Toriel's distant sister world of Abir, Dragonborn are rare in the realms and they are hard to miss. Hulking in size next to the other humanoid creatures, ooh, might be nice. They bear the unmistakable mark of their draconic heritage, with chromatic and metallic scales reminiscent of the majestic dragons from which they race a lineage. I wonder if I can, I want to be a silver one so I can do ice. I know my freaking dragons, people. I know my dragons. So this must be a female dragon. No, might not be. Might not be. Somebody out there is going to be like, I'd smash. And I'm going to be like, okay, all right, well, I'll see you at the hospital, sir. Anyway, moving on. A Dragonborn. Ooh. Why does this look like Beast Boy? Really well done. With the teeth and everything. Really well done. A Dragonborn's race determines their damage and resistance. For silver dragons, that's cold damage. For red Dragonborn, it's fire. In Baldur's Gate 3, there are 10 sub-races to choose from. Black, blue, brass, bronze, copper, gold, green, red, silver, and white. More sub-races than any other race in the game. It makes sense. It makes sense. Hey, if Path of Exile can do it, then so can they. What's this? They also put Black Dragon doesn't have any abilities. I see what you did, Larian. I'm just kidding. Your draconic ancestry also determines your breath weapon, of course. A gift from the ancestral Dragonborn, giving you the power to unleash an unholy burp of destructive energy from your very maw. Thanks, Grandpa. Tune into the panel from Hell to reveal showcase on the July 7th to see Dragonborn in action. Really cool. Really nice. Hold on. Let's get Beast Boy up in here. I want Beast Boy. He looks like Beast Boy. I'm sorry. Make Beast Boy. Make him a druid. Beast Boy with a fierce physique and an underbite that would make a dentist cry. These guys play around too much. Half orcs are an intimidating addition, generally more inclined to act before they think. These are creatures of intense emotions who are propelled by their inner fire. Sometimes, if surfaces through acts of protection, loyalty, and selfishness, but often it appears in rage that compels them into battle. Harnesses savage attacks. Half orcs do some of the highest damage in the game. That's kind of true. Dealing extra damage crits using triple the dice. Triple the damn dice. Woo! Half orcs are also one of the most resilient races in the game. To quote from the prose of Chimbawamba, they get knocked down, but they get up again. Thanks to the key ability, Relentless Endurance, I know that ability, half-orcs are able to beat death once per long rest. This means instead of outright dying when your health is drained, you will drop to 1 HP. That's good. That's good. I wonder how that'll work with the death save. I wonder, do you get another death save or you do go straight to death? A small addition to our lineup, but no less significant, Draugr are coming to Baldur's Gate 3. Did I say that right? I'm sorry if I butchered that. The third dwarf subrace will be playable at launch. Oh, is that what I saw? Wait. If I remember correctly, this is the, yeah, judging from the hand, this is the dwarves that were kind of messed with when it came to the mind flayers. These grayish dwarves with white hair that have let's just say have gone in a sudden metamorphosis back then. Let's see, launch, adding a stoic subterranean cousin to the dwarven family tree. You've also added a ton of reactivity around these characters with over 200 new dialogue responses tailored to Draugr kind. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. Yeah, the Draugr kind are pretty much, yeah, they have been going through they've been enslaved, and yeah, it's pretty brutal. If you want to know about Draugr, I'll leave a video down below from Wolfheart, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. Dragonborn, if I remember correctly, blue, which is my favorite color, is lightning. Yeah, there it is. A little bit of lightning right there. Let me get a up close and personal look. Wait, can I not go up and down? What is this? Yeah, I can't go up and down. Thank you, Larian. I appreciate it. New classes and subclasses. For every class we introduced in early access, we'll be launching with at least one new subclass. That's a total of 46 subclasses, nearly half of them new, across all 12 subclasses, including the new monk class. Ooh, the new monk class. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this picture. First of all, a skeleton dragon that looks badass, and a monk doing some flair with some fire. Looks like a ki blast of some kind. I like the way he moves. Yeah. Zen and the art of punching. Monk class revealed. Monks are the masters of manipulating the field of combat, pushing, pulling, and stunning enemies across the battleground using forceful ki-powered punches. Their combat style is a balance between fighter and rogue, allowing them to traverse the map effortlessly with Step of the Wind, and then strike out with powerful melee blows. If you make a fast monk, I'm just going to tell you two things. One, monk takes a while to get like perfect, but once it does, a fast monk is a perfect monk. Don't focus too much on power. Focus on speed. They just said it themselves. Focus on speed. You don't have to listen to me, but a fast monk is a perfect monk. Let's see. Beginning the game with an unarmed defense, monks receive an AC to 10 plus their dexterity and wisdom modifiers. Hold on, I'll let the picture show. Sorry, guys. Monks' weapons are neither heavy nor two-handed. Interesting. With this class opting instead for lighter fare like clubs and quarterstaffs, or foregoing weapons altogether in favor of the classic knuckle sandwich. Punches that scale up in damage as they level. See? See what I mean? See what I mean? In combat, they combine light, quick unarmed attacks with weapon attacks, producing beautifully distinctive and stylish combat animations. I see that. I see that. As we've got to say, the animation, VFX and SFX, for this class are on a whole other level. We've pulled inspiration from a rulebook to create a stunning audio-visual experience with lives up to Kung Fu cinematic classics. So expect to hear some really Chinese Zen music when you're going around, moving around and stuff like that. This actually reminds me of the Bard, because the Bard had to feel the same way. The Bard couldn't just and then just do a thing. Like, the Bard had to, when you hovered over like a certain ability, they played the violin or whatever music instrument, and it sort of changed the SFX. And when they did the move, the music started to bolster and boost, of course, your allies or yourself, or you're subduing an enemy. It really gave that really good feeling of being a bard, and it looks like the monk is doing the same. So that's really good. Really, really good. Oh, I'm fascinated. Really fascinated. This is hard work. This is hard work. I would love to work at Larian Studios. Will I be just as tired as them? Yes, maybe even more. And we've got to say the animation. Yep, we also did a lot of work house ruling this class, rebalancing monks and giving them more ki to ensure they feel powerful next to our other classes. So we're introducing brand new actions to play with. Okay, so they're trying to eliminate the whole idea that monk takes a while to actually feel good. That makes sense. Nobody wants to play a class and they're only good until like level 4 or something like that. That makes sense. Yeah. Well, with any class, you want to have that sense of feeling of like, ooh, this is cool. I can't wait to see what else you can do. Not like Druid from Diablo 4. Baldur's Gate 3 features a trio of monastic traditions to choose as your subclass. Monks of the open hand excel to close combat, using special unarmed techniques to manipulate the enemies at hand. At mid-levels, this subclass can charge their attacks with physic, necrotic or radiant damage, representing mind, body, and soul. At higher levels, we give them ki resonating blast, which infuses punching targets with ki and can create a chain reaction of explosion across all in ranged targets who have also been touched by ki. That is really interesting, giving monks more of an AoE sort of ability. They're really focused on one enemy at a time, but this gives the monk more incentive to actually deal with multiple enemies. That's really good. That was one thing that I had a gripe about with monk, but I still tried monk because it looked cool. By the way, look at this monk down below. It has fire and water on his hands, like sort of a balance. And check out their clothes. Really nice. Really nice. I hope you guys have fun with that. I'm going to have fun. Also, let me touch base on the fact that there's 3 different damage types that you can choose from a physique, necrotic, and radiant damage. So instead of always, it makes sense to have radiant damage for a monk, but having like a necrotic damage monk, you can probably roleplay with that and make it more of a dark monk or something like that. Speaking of which, let's go to the next segue. Shadow monks are stealth ninjas who teleport to and from the shadows, a skill that allows them to stealthily strike enemies, then return to their safety of darkness. And finally, monks from the Four Elements subclass are casters who unleash monk variants of spells, followed up with a rapid bonus action punch. Nice. Action bonus is going to be good since it's a subclass of. It's got a fighter in it. Through martial arts, a monk's attack damage using monk weapons and unarmed attacks will scale with their level. This also gives the monk a bonus unarmed attack after they attack by punch weapon. And if their dexterity is higher than the strength, their dexterity will be used to determine their monk weapon attack rolls and damage. Really nice. Really nice. Okay, alright. Let's continue. Should your monk become the target of ranged attack, deflecting missiles will allow them to deflect a ranged weapon or thrown item back to their attacker using a new interrupt system added to patch 9. What? What? Allow them to deflect ranged weapon or thrown... Wow. Does this include magic? Because I hear... thrown weapons, got it. Arrows, got it. I need to hear more on magic. Somebody throwing a fireball or something. Also, soon find new magic items throughout the world designed to further support the monk's playstyle. These are the launch classes, everybody. Look and behold. We have the Barbarian with Berserker, Wild Heart, and Wild Magic, which is new. Druid with Land, Moon, and Spores. That is new. Fighter, we got the Battle Master, Eldritch Knight, and the Champion. And the Ranger with the Beast, with Hunter, Beastmaster, and Gloomstalker. Interesting. And the Rogue has Arcane Trickster, Thief, and Assassin. That should have been a thing, but hey, it's here now. Sorcerer with Wild Magic, Draconic Bloodline, and Storm Sorcerer. Don't be a pussy. Do Wild Magic. That's right. That's right. Be a man. Do Wild Magic. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna get into. You have no idea. I'm just kidding. Bard, Allure, Valor, and Swords. Ooh, nice. Kind of gives me that Red Mage vibe a little bit. Monk, all new. Open Hand, Shadow, and the Four Elements. Probably what we've seen up here. And let's see. Warlock, the Archfey, Fiend, and Great Old One. Interesting. And the Paladin, I want to hear about this. The Ancient Devotion. We know the Oathbreaker. What is Vengeance? Oh. Oh. I'm definitely having a Paladin in my team. Oh, the Cleric. Cleric has so many. Knowledge, Life, Light, Nature, Tempest, Trickery, Interest. I've never tried Trickery. And War. Ooh, so we can have a War Priest. Nice. I love War Priests. Wizard, just straight up everything. Everything that you know. Divination, enchantment, conjuration, if you want to be some sort of summoner. Illusion. Do not disrespect illusion. Illusion saves a lot of lives, unless you're dealing with machinations that, you know, that are not humanoid. Transmutation, so more of a polymorph. And necromancy. Necromancy. Meet your companions for the journey ahead, whether exploring the streets of Baldur's Gate for the perspective of the vampire spawn, or investigating the driving force behind Gale's strange big words, big words, big words. I'm scared. No, I'm gonna do it. I can do it. Gastrointestinal urges. Each origin character brings their distinct personality, background, and story to the game. With the addition of Karlach, our number of origin characters now rises to 6. We will join Astarion, Gale, Shadowheart, Lae'zel, and Will like a well-meaning devil-fighting bat out of hell, rounding out with some moral spectrum of playable characters from good to bad. Good, good. So, Karlach will probably be more of a bad type. That's good. Gale, Shadowheart, and I think Will are more the good side. Lae'zel's sort of mid to bad. Asterion really is honestly kind of chaotic neutral. I mean, he gotta eat. You'll have to tune in next week's panel from the Panel Hell release showcase for that. Along with your origins, you can also expect to find 4 champion characters who can join you on your journey. Halsin, Jaheira, Minx, and Minthara. Oh man, I'm gonna love these characters. While we initially planned to lock players in with a core crew of companions past Act 1, we nixed that plan in favor of a buffet approach to team selection. You'll be able to mix and match any of these characters into your group throughout. And yes, you'll be able to romance almost all of them. Ask us sometime about that Halcyon scene. I will not. I will not. I'll leave that to you perverts. From the fires of Avernus, Karlach joins the party as a new playable character. After brawling her way out of the scorched battlefields of the Blood War, Karlach now joins your party. Long-time players will recognize this battle-worn tiefling barbarian from early access, but come launch, you'll finally get to unlock her full story as a playable origin. I am sorry, Lae'zel. I am sorry. Shadowheart, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said I said I was gonna be with you, Lae'zel. I said I was gonna be with you. I went die hard. Everybody wanted to go to with Shadowheart, but I chose you, Lae'zel. I chose you because I love you, girl, and the way you look at me, that freaking pierce in your eyes like you're stabbing me with knives. But I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go. It's not you, it's me. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Kalorok's battle history is written across her body in scars, burns, and tattoos. The incredible marks of a legendary warrior with unyielding resilience. After finally escaping from the endless war between devils and demons, she is determined to live life to the fullest, or at least as much as she can given the unholy machine-pumped hellish fire through her veins. This little present from the archdevil she served makes her a beast in battle, but if she gets too worked up, she'll destroy anything she touches, including you. In the words of the writer Sarah Bayless, in a 2023 setting, Kalrak would roll in on a Harley with the shades and a cigar between her teeth. Blaring Sabbath, a diesel-soaked dynamo with a heart of gold. She seeks justice for the oppressed, camaraderie, and revenge on the bastard who sold her to hell. She glowed up. Finding your feats. Every so often as you level, you'll have a chance to improve your ability score with a new feat, an upgrade and that gives unique advantages to the character. At launch, you'll have a total of 37 possible feats to choose from, and most of those will be completely new to the game at launch. Actor, alert, charger, crossbow expert, I'll let you all look at that list for a bit. But there's one that I actually kind of find interesting is the fact that there is a heavy armor master, which is I'm kind of into that because I like the big bulky armor and the like. Also Sentinel, I wonder what that is. I like being a tank. I'm sorry. I do. But anyway, let's move on. New spells coming in 1.0. Let's just look at them, shall we? Let's skip to that. Abjuration spells. We got evocation spells. Evocation will always be bigger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I know. We want a big list of conjuration spells. We want a big list of like different abjuration spells, but you won't get that. It's all about that damage. Always about that damage. Let's see what we got. We got chain lightning. Let's get a better look, man. I hate you. I can't even go up or down. Oh, 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 oh. What was that? Nope, 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 nope. Nope, not doing it. Let's see. We got Mass Cure Wounds, Destructive Wave. We got Cone of Cold. Of course, that would be there. Wall of Ice. I like ice abilities, I'm sorry. Let's see. Conjuration spells. Ice Knives. I think they'll surround you. Conjure Barrage. I love it when there's abilities that, like, surround you and do damage when somebody damages you. I think that's really cool. Hero's Feast. I wonder what that is. And Planar Ally. I'm so interested in Planar Ally. It could be literally anyone. They said Planar Ally. So it could be literally anybody. Necromancy spells. Contagion. Blinding Sickness. Filth Fever. Flesh Rot. Mind Fire. Seizure. Slimy Doom. We, of course, got the Circle of Death. Creature Undead. And Eye Bite Asleep. Oh, I know about the Eye Bite abilities. And then Harm, of course. Yeah. If I didn't know any better, some of these abilities look like they arc off to something else. Like Create Dead might give you a list of what undead thing you would like to have. Yeah. And so, of course, we got difficulty, which is up my alley. I will just skim down and see what the heck they're talking about. It looks like they'll have normal mode, which also considered our default. Players may avail to the following. Story mode, of course we know what story mode is. It's just starting off with some proficiency bonuses. And you'll get trader discounts. But hardcore mode is where to test the metal. In this mode, enemy lethally is cranked up to brutal, ensuring that enemy AI is stronger. Is it enemy AI is stronger or smarter? I think stronger. We'll prioritize squishier targets with low AC, and will seize opportunities to go in for the kill. Additionally, many adjustments have been made to the fights themselves specifically for hardcore mode. Interesting. With certain enemies receiving additional support through reinforcements, spells, and consumable items. It seems to me like they're making the enemies smarter, and it doesn't seem like they're focusing too much on the fact that, oh man, you remember that enemy that you fought that was really hard and it had 100 HP? Well, now he has 300 HP in hardcore mode. No, it seems like they have a smarter AI. It looks like they're not only smarter, but they also will seize an opportunity when it rises. So watch out for your squishy characters. It also seems like they'll have consumables, and the fact that enemies can heal scares the shit out of me. They'll also have reinforcements and newer spells. So this is the kind of hardcore mode that I like. Smarter enemies with a little bit more stuff. This is what I consider hard. Not squishy. Not squishy. I don't like... I mean, not squishy, but spongy. I don't like spongy, like, enemies. I hate that. Ever since Divinity, Division, like, the Ubisoft game, no sponge characters. But anyway, that seems to be it. That was the whole thing. I need to get that collector's edition. It's coming soon. There'll be a thing for that later. Hold your horses. You might see a giveaway coming here soon on my channel. So, shh, 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 shh. Keep your mouth shut. Shh, shh. But anyway, that is everything. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. They could have held that information until July 7th, but they didn't. I think it makes sense because, I mean, they're still in the good. They're still in the green for doing that, because I think it's really important for people to know this. Because they just did something that has barely like ever happened with any AAA or AA company or anybody, to come out earlier instead of later. That shows a level of confidence and also smartness, because other games are coming out. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. And I hope Larian Studios are all having a really good rest right now before this thing comes out, because I could only imagine how much time that they spent on this, you know, away from families and such. You know, we could just all be like, well, I just want my game to come out and I don't care about the developers. Yeah, you could say that. You can do that. I don't mind. But when it comes to Larian Studios taking an extra step above and beyond, I can't help but notice that. I can't. When it comes to anybody like a waiter or waitress, or anybody that is like helping me out in some sort of way, you know, when somebody goes above and beyond for me, I want to do the same, you know, for them. So there will be a giveaway coming when this game comes out, and I hope you guys will be there for that. It's going to be super exciting, and I can't wait for August 3rd. It's going to be really fun, everybody. It's going to be really fun. That is going to be it for the update for Baldur's Gate 3. Guys, I had so much fun doing this little video. Maybe I might do more depending on how this video goes, but that's going to be it for now. I will see you all later, and you take care. Peace.